that.
Take this.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Octavius, and today's game we're going to be looking at Zombie Revenge. Now, this is an old game for the Sega Dreamcast that I used to play back when I was a kid. I didn't play this one as much as I used to. I didn't play this game as much as my other games, like Sonic, Crazy Taxi, and things like that. But I did pick this one up. I actually got this game from an old rental place that was across the street from the house. And I didn't know anything about Zombie Revenge. Apparently it was an arcade game before it was ported to the Dreamcast. I never saw it at the arcade, even though we went to the arcade a lot, but I guess maybe the arcade I went to just didn't have this cabinet. So I picked it up from this guy. He sold it to me pretty cheap.
Are we still following this guy?
I looked at the front cover, and I was just looking for something to buy. Back then, I didn't have a lot of money to spend on games, so when I saw any Sega or Dreamcast game that was cheap, I went ahead and picked it up, and this happened to be one of them. Now, from what I remember as a kid, I thought this game was going to be like a horror game because it is a zombie game. And, so I'm thinking like Resident Evil or some junk like that. But this game it's not scary or it's not horror. I mean, it tries its best to be, but I think it's more done for comedic effect than anything. I don't know if they're trying to be. So this game is made by the same people who made House of the Dead, which I didn't know that at the time. I should have pieced those things together when I was a kid, but I didn't. I thought it was a completely, different game on its own, which it is, but it uses assets from House of the Dead, since it's the same creators. It has that same kind of tone, that same cheesy, bad voice acting, bad dialogue, and I guess it's trying to mix in comedy with horror. It's a goofy game. I'll just put it that way. It's very goofy. And that's what I remember as a kid, and it's the same way. I thought maybe I'd take it differently as an adult, but it has the same tone, so I was not misunderstanding the game. It's very goofy. So with that being said, the game's plot is your three agents. See if I can remember their names. I guess you got Stick Brightling, Linda Rada, and then this guy's name is it Rukia Bushimiya?
Here, take this.
Busujima.
A man with golden eyes said to
Sorry if I butchered that. But yeah, so you play as these three characters. Now the good thing is, so like I said, it's trying to be a horror game. It's like say Street Fighter meets Resident Evil. It's like an action beat 'em up game. So, there's melee combat, gunplay. You can pick up, bars or pipes and things like that and use those as weapons. And you can do that with each three of these characters. They all carry some kind of, you have your standard pistol and you have your melee attacks. And the game is, let me see if I can remember. So you play as three agents. There are three government agents trying to stop a zombie outbreak. I don't know what city this is set in. It looks like maybe New York or something. I don't know. But they're trying to stop this zombie outbreak it was supposed to be the government was going to use zombies as like soldiers, undead soldiers. That's what it was. But some dude named Zed got a hold of the virus, I guess, and wanted to use it against the world. That's basically the story. I'm pretty sure I beat this game as a kid. I did not beat it this time going around. I made it pretty far. I made it to the big skull. You go in this one, I think it's a lab or something, and it's a giant skull. And maybe I didn't make it far, I don't know. I'm gonna try it again. I may try to put some, well, we'll see the gameplay, but I'm not sure how far I'll get. But yeah, so like I said, Dreamcast controller, it pretty much utilizes all the buttons. You got your standard attack, your melee attack, you have your gunfire, you have your block button, which is also the dash button, and then you have your reverse attack button, so if anyone gets behind you, you can attack behind you. Like I said, you can pick up various items throughout the stages. You got like guns, or like machine guns, drills, shotguns. There's enemies drop bullets, which you'll need a lot of. Now, the guns that you pick up, like the shotguns and the machine guns, those have limited ammo, so you cannot, you can't reload those. So once the ammo runs out for those, they drop them, and then you go back to your standard pistol. And pipes, they do have, it's like an arcade, so you get a certain amount of swings or whatever, and then those, run out, so you have to go back to your melee attacks, your standard melee attacks. There are special moves that you can do in this game with different button combinations. I wasn't able to figure any of them out. When I first jumped back into this game, I didn't pick Rukia, I think his name is. There's a time limit on the character selection screen, so I was looking at the characters, and I ended up on Rukia, and the game picked him for me because I wasn't paying attention at the time. So when I was going through with him, I could not figure out any of the moves. Like, he kept throwing them, but I don't know how I was doing that. I tried to figure it out, like I said, different button combinations. He do this little spin. He's just like hitting people with elbows. It's a pretty good move, but I just couldn't figure out how I did it. I tried to redo the button combinations. I probably should have looked it up, but I like to do my game playthroughs fresh, so I don't like to look up anything. I just pick up the controller and dive in, and because that's what I did as a kid. I mean, I read the manual. I didn't read the manual. I had the manual for this game. I just didn't read it because I just wanted to hop in. But with that being said, it's not good. I mean, it was okay. What's not good is the sound, but I'll get to that soon. I want to go over the characters some more. So like I said, I went through as Rukia. Now, each character does have, they're different. They play very differently. I noticed I only got to play with 2 characters this run, and that was Rukia and Linda. I didn't play as Stick. I might go through after I do this recording so I can get some Stick gameplay, but I won't be able to talk about his gameplay right now because I'm not sure. I might edit the video and add it. I'm not sure. So if you don't see me talking about Stick, that means I just didn't feel like doing it. But as far as Rukia and Linda, so Rukia Busujima, his melee attacks are fast and hard. He's very fast when it comes to the melee. His gunshots, though, he looks like he's packing a 6-shooter, so his gunshots are slow. So he's very fast with the melee, slow with gunfire. When I was playing as Linda, her melee attacks are slow, but her gunfire is very fast. I think she has an automatic pistol, so she can fire a lot fast. But I enjoyed playing both characters, though. They both have different special moves. Like I said, Linda's attacks are slow, but they still hit hard. Like I said, Rukia, his attacks are fast, but they don't hit as hard. But like I said, when he does that elbow swing, he hits you like 7 times. I mean, it's ridiculous. So like the characters, they're good and varied. Like I said, you can play. So basically, if you go through the game, you can play with each character and kind of have a different experience, which is good.
How did I get myself into this mess?
Now we'll go into shotgun. I guess the mechanic. I will say one struggle I had with this game while playing. It is pretty clunky. And what I mean by clunky is like the actual attack combos and whatnot are fine. The hit detection's good. You know, the enemies, they're I'm not saying they're totally brain dead. They're like, they go at you. Almost every enemy has like a ranged attack. They can pick up guns, which I didn't know. I got blasted by a zombie, and I was confused what was happening. But you know, not every game is Resident Evil, so not all zombies are the same. So I guess these guys are cognizant enough to pick up guns. But yeah. So let's say hit detection is good. The clunkiness comes in when like you're trying to block or you're trying to do a dash. It doesn't register very well. So like when you're trying to pick up a weapon on the ground, you can use either the shoot button or the melee button. So you got to stand over the weapon and hit the button. But sometimes he'll just punch or shoot the gun without, you know, not picking up. So that detection is off, but hit detection's fine. What else? That was really the only problem or the only issue I had with the game. I will tell you this though, there is a dodge button. I would say block over dodge because there are no iframes. So you're very, if you ever play this game, just remember block over dodge, because dodging, I mean, it can help, but it's too clunky to use. Every time I tried to dodge, I got hit. So when I did learn to stop dodging and start blocking, I did a lot better. But at that point, it was too late. I had like 1 life left, and I had switched over to Linda, and like I said, my gameplay was a lot better because I started blocking. But like I said, they have a varied amount of enemies. There are mini bosses through the stage that you fight, which is pretty good. You will get frustrated with them. Like I said, you got, I believe, so when you die, you get continues. If you go to the menu, the options menu, it's the normal is like 15, I believe. So I stuck with 15 because I know I was going to do terrible. I believe you share continues. Like this game is co-op, so if you're playing with a partner, those 15 lives are shared between the both of you. So you do want to be careful about, you know, getting murdered. Now, I wasn't able to play with anybody. I just went solo through the whole thing, but I still enjoyed it. The sound of this game is pretty good. As I stated earlier, it uses a lot of assets and music from House of the Dead. As I said, I should have realized that, because especially during the title intro, or even the first stage, that music, I believe, is the title music for House of the Dead. I even think some of the voice acting is from that. Like I said, they use a lot of assets for House of the Dead. The game is very cinematic. It's like you're watching like a little movie. So when you're going through the game, it keeps you going as far as like there's a little timer at the top, kind of like Streets of Rage. So you can't just like explore. Like you really have to keep moving, because if you don't, if that little timer runs out, there will be some kind of zombie demon that comes in and just wipes the party, or wipes you out. Like one hit and you're dead. And it just, so yeah, you want to avoid that to keep from losing lives needlessly. Yes, you just want to keep it moving. There are alternative routes you can take. So if you find a door or something, it's not marked, so you can easily miss them. So if you do explore, you got to do it quickly. Or, like I said, you get killed by this mystery zombie. I don't know if that's said, or just a zombie you use when you start. Sorry, I went on the side. I was talking about sound. The sound is good. Music is good. Sound effects are good. Voice acting is not good. But the sound effects, like all their grunts and hooting and hollering, all that sounds perfect. I was just say you won't get tired of listening to it. Like the gunshots sound good. Like when the mobs are, getting killed and there are these little little bitty zombies. I think in the second stage, I remember them when I was a kid because they always made me laugh. I don't know what they're supposed to be, like dwarf zombies, but I'll put it up here. But they sound real crazy. It's like little monkeys or something. I have no idea. I think they're in House of the Dead, if I remember correctly. I didn't play a whole lot of House of the Dead. I do believe I have it, or I did have it on the Dreamcast. Maybe that's why I remember it was so goofy. But anyways, the sound of the game is pretty good. It's not bad at all. What else is in here? The sound. I guess I'd go over the dialogue of the game is very bad. Again, not to reference House of the Dead again, but if you heard the dialogue in that game, it's the same here. It's really bad. Especially on the voice actor who plays Stick. That's horrible. Like, every time Stick spoke, I giggled. And I shouldn't be doing that. Like, it's not good. I will say, though, I don't know if it's because he's Japanese, but the guy who does Fujima's voice is perfect. Like, he doesn't sound goofy at all. Everything he says sounds serious. They even animated him serious. Like, Linda and Stick look goofy in the game.
What are you doing?
Fujima, he looks hard as hell. Like, he's ready to go. So that might have been done by design. I don't know. Or like I said, it might just because he's speaking Japanese. Maybe that's why it doesn't sound cringe to me. But all the English-speaking people sound goofy. It's like, I would prefer them not to say anything, but it has to be like a silent movie. But, you know. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, the game is very cinematic. So there's these little cutscenes and everything as you're going through the stages. Like enemies jumping in, or, you know, the camera panning around to emphasize something. And there's like little, not mini games, but there's little acts little objectives that you need to perform in a certain amount of time. So like one objective will be like you're on a train, you got to stop the train. But zombies are coming at you, so you either gotta prioritize, you know, taking out the zombies so you can get to the break, or just hit the break and just let the zombies swarm you, and hopefully you can stop the train in time. They have little stuff like that in the game. It's pretty neat. Like little instances where like a dude is thrown through a window. He's like, "Oh, this place is gonna explode in 3 minutes."
It's gonna explode in 3 minutes.
I like they didn't need to add that, but they did, and it was real goofy. This game is just goofy, man. I don't know what else to say about it. I think this game had mixed reviews when it came out, or a mixed reception. Like I said, when I was a kid, I never really paid attention to that stuff. It was just either whether I liked the game or not, which determined whether I got rid of it or not. Which I didn't do that for all of my games, because there were some games I really liked that I sold. But I kept this one. Like, I'm 43 years old now, and I still have this game. So it must have struck a chord with me at some point. I think it's just the pure goofiness. This game is real goofy. Like, it's extremely... Like I said, it tries to be, like it could be real gory, but it still strikes me as a goofy game. I'm trying to think of what else. I'm not missing anything. But that's the core game. That's the core gameplay. Like the guy Zed, he's goofy. Like even when he's sitting here talking. Like at one point, I think it's like maybe in the middle of the third stage or something like that. He's sitting here talking, and it just I don't know what his deal. Like I don't remember what his I don't know what his deal is. But he has a real beef with humans, but I'm like, aren't you human too? But I guess he considers himself not human because he might have injected himself with a zombie virus, I guess. But the dialogue is bad. I'll play it so you guys can hear it, but it's not good.
So, you made it here alive. Well done for a human. What are you doing? Why am I doing this? You fools! Dead! Show yourself! Using the dead as weapons? Stupid humans! It's time to put an end to this. By dawn, the god of destruction will be unleashed. All humans will die. Nonsense.
Then why are you leading us around? What do you want us to do? Everyone? You say everyone is going to die?
What's with the smoke? Stick brightly. You especially must suffer. What?
And that's about it for this game. I'm probably missing a whole lot of stuff. Again, I don't do research for these guys. I just pick a game from my collection, pop it in, and I basically just give you what I experienced as a grown man playing this game, and I just try to remember how it was when I was a kid. And this game, it's pretty much the same as when I was a kid. And when I say kid, I was a teenager when this game came out. But in retrospect, being 43, I guess I still was a kid. In my eyes now, I would have been a kid still. But yeah. So I would say if you get a chance, I wouldn't pay a lot for this game. So if you see it for cheap, maybe $9 or something like that, I would pick it up. It's fun, especially if you're playing it with somebody else or if you got a group. Like I said, it's like watching an old cheesy horror movie. Like it could be fun in that way. Like I said, it's fun to play, especially if you had a second player. But like I said, I wouldn't take it seriously. Yeah, and yeah. So that's pretty much it for this game. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, we'll see if we'll get Stick in here. I guess I have to because he's so cheesy. So we'll add Stick in here at the end, and you can see, I guess, his gameplay and his dialogue because it's all good. But yeah, thanks you guys. Like I said, this is my spooky episode for the season. I had one other game I was gonna do. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I would have had this out. I wanted to have this out like mid-October, but what happened was I was recording. I was doing a different recording style. I was gonna have basically like what do they call it? Shoot, gameplay. Basically, I was gonna be doing like what I'm doing now, but playing the game at the same time. So you could get like my live-ish reaction to me playing these games to get the footage for it. But mid-recording, which I didn't notice until I started editing, that my gameplay, like my capture card, froze like midway through me recording, which was bad because when I went back to record, when I was matching up my audio with the recording, like at the 23rd minute mark, it just froze. So I got 23 minutes of footage, but then you would just hear my voice and nothing else because the video footage was frozen. So this is my second time recording this, and I just I'm not gonna do it that way. That way I can see if something happens. But anyway, that's enough of me griping. But yeah, if you made it this far, I appreciate everyone who watches. Yeah, and I wanted to have 2 videos. So the other video, if I can do it, I might try to get it out maybe on Halloween. Maybe. It's gonna be a quick one. It's not a very deep game.
What's
But
happening?
yeah. If it happens, it happens. If not, yeah, oh well. But anyways, if you guys made it this far, I appreciate you watching. And until next time, I'll see you later.
Take that!
There's no time. There's no time. Hordes. Antidote. Hordes.
Damn it!
What's with this game? どうやら万人もいるようだぞ。
So, this is Gatekeeper.